Hi guys, it's Darlene with Couture. We're gonna use some ink today and we're gonna make some fun towels. I have these kitchen towels here and I have our fresh herb transfer. These are our silkscreen transfers. There are a whole bunch of different ones. I think there are 12. We have basil. These are cute little pots that you could make it so it was sticking out of a little flower pot, or you can do it with the words. We have thyme. We have mint, chives, sage, dill, parsley. We have this cute little thing that says fresh herbs. And then we have rosemary, lavender, and oregano. So these are the ones that I picked out. I picked out rosemary. I like that one. They're larger too, so I think they'll look really good on here. The lavender, because I wanted to do the little flowers. I'm going to try to get it so that I have the flowers. I have my two purples here, and then do the stems, the leaves in our greens, and then oregano. I have my towels here. I have a green one, a blue one, and a red one. And I have them all ironed. You want to iron your towels, whatever fabric you're working on, t-shirt, towel, pillowcase, whatever. You want to iron it flat. You want to start with a nice flat surface. You do not want to have wrinkles in it. And yes, we're going to heat press this later, but you want it to be completely flat when you're inking it. And this is our ink mat. This is cut in half. It's larger than this. It's an 11, I think 11.5 by 23.5, I think is the size. And it has a plastic cover on it. This is sticky right here. So this adheres to your fabric. We're going to put this behind it so it holds it still and it absorbs any ink that might go through. I'm going to go ahead and move these, and I think we'll start, I'll just put them over here. We're going to start with the red one. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put the ink mat on the back. Just peel this off. These are reusable. We'll wash it in between. And we're just going to put this at the bottom. I can see that my fabric wasn't exactly even. Sometimes towels aren't cut. I'm trying to get it so that this looks even. Sometimes they are a little off diagonally. Trying to get it so that we get our ink mat down here and that it's going to look even when we put our design on it. I'm going to flip that back over and get this centered here. Going to press it down. You want it to be firmly adhered to the ink mat. And I think we'll do the oregano on there. We're going to save the lavender. We'll save that one. And making sure I have my parchment paper close by. We'll need that. I have my Cricut Easy Press plugged in, because we're going to heat set it with that. So you might hear that the alarm starts to beep and tell me it wants to turn off, and I'll have to hit it and turn it back on. I have our ink already here, and I'm going to have to peek. This is garden herb, so ink has a different consistency. It's very fluid. You will never have to add water to it. This one is green envy. We have our black velvet. And I do have to peek at this one. Sorry, I don't use it that much. Regal, because it's different. This is, inks had different names, and now they're trying to get them more consistent. And then let me look at this one. This is fig. Okay, I'm sorry. I have not memorized all of the inks. I don't use them as much. I'm trying to use them more to show you guys how to do all these things. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to peel this off of the backer sheet. So the backer sheet has a shiny side and it has a matte side. The matte side, you can write the name of the transfer, or I just put an X. It tells me don't put the transfer back on that side. This is sticky. It is a silk screen transfer. You can see that there's a fabric in there. It's similar to a stencil, but different because it has the fabric in there. And I'm not sure if I want to, I think I want to do this over here to the right side is how I'm going to do this. You do not fuzz this. When you put this on fabric, and that's kind of diagonal, you need to be standing right in front of it. Oh, well, here we go. Here's an idea. Let's line this up with the stripe here. So I'm going to line my edge up as best as I can with the stripe. I'm going to press that firmly. You do not fuzz this when you're doing ink and you're doing it on fabric. You do not fuzz your transfer. You want it to adhere very solidly. Make sure you have all of your air bubbles out. And ink, you do not work it and work it. It will bleed underneath if you do that. So the letters are going to be in black, and this will be in our chalk paste. So I think that I will do, let's see, oregano. I will use this one right here. I will use our garden herb, and I'll just spin some on there. The fabric is going to absorb that. It's going to go down into the fabric. You just want to squeegee it and get off the excess. You do not work it and work it because it will go underneath your transfer. That is all that you do, just like that. Take your squeegee, set it to the side. You got to be careful with the ink. It is not forgivable. If you mess up, it's a mess up. Sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can do little things like I did earlier on my live, and I just made a little box. That's my heat press talking to me. I'm going to just put this on. This is the lid for this. Just got to push the button, and then you're just going to peel. So you're going to peel straight down, either top to bottom or side to side. Awesome. Look at that. That is so cool. I'll put the link in there for these towels. These are really cute towels. I think that's perfect because usually you'll fold your towel in half, and I think that will be perfect right there. So now I need to dry this, and you can either just set this to the side and let this dry for, you know, a few hours, 5 or 6 hours probably, or overnight, or you can use a heat gun or a hair dryer and dry it and then heat press it. So you could do a whole bunch and just let them sit overnight. I'm gonna peel off the ink mat. I'm gonna clean this and get it ready for the next one. So I'm just carefully setting this to the side. I'm gonna spray this with water, simply water. I'm gonna take a paper towel and lightly wipe it. That will get any ink off that might have gone through. These towels are really good quality, so they're thick, and the ink does not go through them like it does with other stuff. So I'll show you the back. Here's the back. It really did not bleed through. You can see the black a little bit, but the green did not bleed through. I'm gonna dry this with my heat gun. You always dry them before you heat press. We'll dry them all and then we'll heat press them all at the end. So ink takes longer to dry. Oh my poor, sorry guys. Okay, I'm gonna adjust this so it moved. Oh my goodness. Let me fix, you guys. Sorry. I did not have my stand tight enough. Okay. Hopefully. Sorry about this. Okay. I think we're good again. I need to make sure I'm checking that the clamp was not tight enough and it started to sag. That's why you guys were a little bit sideways. I'm so sorry. All right, so for this one, I think that I would like to use lavender, because the purple will kind of pop with the green because we have a green stripe already. So I'm going to flip this over, and always make sure that you don't have ink on you or on your surface before you put this down. I'm going to try to get the bottom even. I may have to, I think there's a bubble right there. I'm going to flip it over and I can fix that. Yeah, okay, so you want this to be as smooth as you can get it. So if you have to adjust it, that's fine. And this one has a little flaw in the fabric. I'm not concerned about that. I think that the ink will probably go right over that, but I'm just pointing that out in case we have an issue when we pull it up. But these are just for me, so it's not going to matter. I'm going to peel my transfer off of the backer. Okay. Yep, we're still there. I was checking my camera again. Oh my goodness. I do not know what's happening with this. My camera's pretty, my phone is pretty heavy. So I'm going to line this up again like I did before. I'm lining this right up on the line. That will give me a nice straight, hopefully straighter. It'll be as good as I can get it. All right. So this one we're going to use our multi-tools to do the different flowers, and I think that I better use a multi-tool to do the leaves. I like to do top to bottom, so I'm going to start with my little purple flowers, and I'm going to do a variety because I think that they probably are, and we'll do some one color and some the other purple, and then we'll add in the leaves. You don't want to work it too much. Don't want it to go underneath that transfer, but you want to fill in the fabric, definitely. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do this one. And maybe, let's see. Well, I gotta do this one here. Okay. Use our fig. I didn't know that figs were purple. Okay, I do not eat figs. Maybe, is it because the inside is purple? Maybe that's it. So just make sure that you are not overworking this. We want to spread it, and we want to clean off the excess, but we don't want to work it so much that it goes underneath of your transfer. Okay, I think that I want to do this one in Regal. So you can see through this, you can see your fabric. You want to make sure you cover your fabric and that it's coated enough. And I can see some white right here. Just going to fill that in. And now I'm going to do, I think we will do this. We'll use this one. Maybe we can do both. We could, I don't know. We'll just do one. We'll do one color. We'll make it easy for us. Don't want to do it too hard. And if you get some of the other color on there, just take your paper towel and wipe your squeegee or your multi-tool, whatever you're using. Just make sure that, and see how when I do this, okay, so I'm going like this and I'm twisting it to get anything so it's not going to drop, because you could drop a little bit of that off onto your project, We're trying not to do that. So if you use that little small twisting, just twist your wrist. It's not runny, but it's different. It's different than chalk paste, and it's definitely not forgivable. Once you get it on there, ink is pretty permanent. I have seen people say that they used the Clorox, whoops. I am just gonna do that area, and then, you know, it's, some of it is blending in the purple. That's okay. It's all right. I'm okay with that. Gonna take off some of this excess, but because I have colors blended, I'm gonna put it onto a paper towel because you can see a little bit of the purple there. Okay. All right. I think this is getting close. Yeah. We'll do the words. Gonna set my squeegees to the side because I am messy. I will knock those over. Gonna take just a little bit of our black. Take my squeegee I already used. This is our mini squeegee. These are great. They're a great size. And then I'm gonna pull my transfer. You're gonna pull top to bottom or side to side, never diagonally. Aw, look how pretty. See, that's perfect. And I see a little area right there that did not go, but I'm okay. We'll put this into the water bath. We don't want this to dry on our transfer. My heat press is talking to me again. Gonna push the button again. All right, I see a tiny area here that did not get any, like where the leaf is. I'm looking for my stylus. I have a stylus. It has a little pointy end. I'm going to draw in that leaf. You can actually paint with this. You could use a paintbrush and you could paint with this. Okay, so I'm just fixing that right there. Okay. Going to carefully peel off my ink mat. And I'm going to set my towel to the side for a second. We want to wipe this so that it's ready. You can see the ink here. The ink did go through on that one. You can really see it. So I'm going to wipe my ink mat. Just sprayed water on it. Do not use your Clorox wipes on here. It will take your sticky off. You'll be sad. So just wipe that. Get it ready for the next one. Set it to the side, and then we're going to dry this with our heat gun. Awesome. I like that. That's so cute. Look at that. How fun is that? So you could use a hair dryer. You don't have to have a heat gun. Or like I said, you can just let it dry. You know what? I see one more thing. Okay. Sorry, but I see right here it is not attached. I am going to just draw that in with my stylus. Okay? Perfect. Now I'm going to dry it. So you're just drying the surface. This does not heat set it. Oh, my poor phone is turned again. Oh my goodness. So just keep it moving. All right. I'm going to set this to the side and we will heat set this with our other ones. I'm going to try to fix you again. I do not know what is going on with my stand. I have one of those stands. Okay. All right. Well, we have to work on it later. You're still a little bit sideways, but I know you can see. So I'm going to take my ink mat and put it down here. You know what? I need to get this even. If I do it the right way, then I can see, because I want it to be even at the bottom. Kind of feels like it's on a bias. It's not cut completely even. So I'm gonna put this right here. And then we're gonna take rosemary. Rosemary, I think that one will be really nice. We'll use our green envy and our black velvet. I'm gonna peel this off the backer sheet. And remember, we do not fuzz this when we are using it on fabric. See how that's off at the bottom? But it's on with the stripe, so the bottom is not sewn evenly. But we're on with the stripe, so that's what we're wanting to do, because we want it to look nice when it hangs. Make sure all your air bubbles are out. And we could do kind of a varied, we could do that. Maybe we should do that. We'll do 2 colors. You can do just like you do with chalk paste. You can do a variation. This will be like a hot mess is what it's called when you use different colors, and just means that we cannot put the excess back into the jar. So I'm just going to spread this and blend it together, so it'll be a variety of colors in there. So don't overwork it, just get it on, and don't do that. Do not put it back in your jar. Use your paper towel. Grab a paper towel. Always have a whole bunch available. Grab a paper towel. Wipe your squeegee. Okay. And then the bottom here, we're gonna do it with our black. So we just need a little bit of our black ink. We're gonna use our squeegee, and all we're doing is just pulling it across, and it's done, just like that. Put the excess back in the jar. We're gonna pull our transfer. So we're gonna pull straight down. Well, that looks good. You can see the variation. It's very slight. Okay, I'm gonna put this into my water bath. I wanna make sure I wash that. So a water bath is simply a container of water, such as a Tupperware container, a turkey baster pan, your sink filled with water. You just want to have something available to put your transfers into so that the ink or chalk paste does not dry on them. Okay, I'm going to wash this so that I can put this away when we're all done, and spray it with water. I'm going to take my paper towel and gently wipe. Get all of the ink off and set this to the side, and when this is dry, then I can put the plastic cover back on it and put it back into the plastic sleeve. So I need to dry this before we heat set it. We're getting close to being able to heat set all of these. So you're just drying the surface is what you're doing. Okay. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to try to adjust you better, because this is really bugging me that it keeps going down. Okay. Alright, I think that's better. Sorry. These have to be really tight. This is the Archon stand, and for some reason it's not staying tight for me. And it might just be that I'm afraid I'm going to break it by tightening it too much. Okay, so now what we need is, this is the mat that comes with the Cricut Easy Press. You can use your iron. You do not have to have a heat press. You can use your iron, and we're going to heat set this for 30 seconds with the Cricut Easy Press. With your iron, it would be 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So you're taking parchment paper. This is from Costco. You want to protect your surface in case the ink were to go through. And I'm going to slide my ink to the side so I don't do anything crazy and get it on the towel in the wrong place. So you want the parchment paper underneath, and then you're going to put parchment paper on top. My Cricut Easy Press is set to 305. And it's going to go for 30 seconds on each side. So you press your little green button and it's going to count down 30 seconds. So while this is doing, we're going to do all of the towels, and you do both sides. I'll tell you a little bit about joining Couture. So it is an awesome company. I know I say that all the time, and how much I love it and how easy the product is, but you do see how easy it is. And sometimes there's little hiccups. On my live there was a hiccup, but we fixed it. So you do not have to be creative to do this. Anyone can do this. I can teach anyone how to do this. I taught a Girl Scout troop how to make signs for their moms, and their stuff turned out beautiful. I mean, really, this is for all ages. So to join Couture, it's $99 for your kit in the US. Canadian is $129 for their kit because there's a conversion rate, and then plus shipping. So shipping is based on, it will be based on a percentage. Now, it will be, I believe it's going to be 8% in the US and it's 9% in Canada. And then you'll have your local taxes added on because we do have to add tax to that. So that is how much it is to join. You get an amazing kit that has five transfers, and you know what, let me grab my catalog so I can show you. Oh, you know what? It's been updated. This is not the correct picture, but this gives you an idea. The new one has the summer stuff in it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 transfers. So 6 transfers, 5 chalk paste, a squeegee, an apron, 2 surfaces, your catalog, your thank you notes. It's a bunch of stuff. I don't have the picture of this of the current one right here handy, but there's amazing. Oh, here's our, see, this is our transfer. This is the fresh herbs transfer that we're working with. It is a size E. In the US it's $39.99, and look at all the stuff that comes with it. There's so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 different herbs. We count again. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different herbs. The cute little fresh herbs sign. These little things that you could make and use as a vase or a planter, I guess would actually be more what it would be. And look at this. You can use the words and just put them onto a planner. So awesome. You would use ink on this. This is chalk paste that they've used on this. But there's so much in this. All right. Okay, so I got that. So this one is done. I did it on both sides. Getting a little distracted. Sorry, guys. All right, let me do the next one, and I'll continue to tell you. Oh, I love this one. I may have to keep these for myself. I don't usually keep stuff for myself, but this is super cute. And I'll put the link to the towels down at the bottom because these are awesome, awesome towels. They are thick. They're not like, you know, there's nothing wrong with the towels at Walmart, but they are thick. Okay, so when you join, you get your kit, and that's really awesome. And then you can start making stuff, and you can invite people to shop on your website, so you would earn money that way. If people shop on your website, you get 25% commission. If you bought product, you get 40% off, except you get this awesome coupon for 50% off the very first time. So the first time that you place an order, you could use your 50% off coupon, which is good on your entire order. It is not just one item, it is your entire order. So you could plan that out and get a lot of stuff. If you're gonna make this into a business, you could order your stuff that you're gonna sell or things that you're gonna do for a make and take, and then your profit would be 50% on that. So that would be really awesome. So you can earn money that way is by selling the product at an event or at a make and take. You can do a make and take and teach people how to do this and charge them. So you would figure out what is the cost of your towels. I think I'm getting this. I'm gonna move. I am so bad. I'm gonna move this because I am messy. You would charge them a price. So say they wanted to do 3 towels, and you figured out the cost of your towels, and then they're just using your transfer and your ink. So you calculate that all in. You probably could do 3 towels for $25, and you would make a decent profit. Okay, we've got one more to do. We have oregano. So this is our last one. So like I said, you do not have to have a heat press. You can simply use your iron, and you can press it 3 minutes on each side and just protect it with the parchment paper. But this counts down for me. This is easy. I made this investment because I thought this would be great for my crafts, and it's really been nice. I use it on all of my ink projects. I don't use my iron, but I could use my iron, but I don't. So there's many ways to make money with Chalk Couture. You can do the make and takes. You can sell the product. You can simply sell the finished product. You could make these towels and sell them at a craft show. I don't know what they sell for at all the different areas. I think it probably would be $6.95 or $7.95 at my craft shows. Or you could do a set. You could do a bundle of them. You could do 2 and do or 3. You could do 3 for $15 or 4 for $20. I mean, you could just figure out what your cost was. But there's many ways to make money with Chalk Couture, or just enjoy it for yourself and make gifts. So if you have questions, want to know how to join, want to know more about the opportunities with it, just leave a message below and I will get back with you. I'm always happy to share all of that with you guys. All right, all done. So that was so fast and easy. It literally took me maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes to do all of these guys. So I have that one. I have this one. I don't know if we're gonna get them all in the camera. I have to move my ink over. And then this one. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna have to move it. Sorry guys. All right, so you can see it now. I'm gonna get this figured out before the next one. I don't know what's happening. It's just not tightening correctly. So there we go. That's better. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have these awesome towels that I just made, and if you want information on how you can do these, I'll leave the link for the towels in at the top of where the description for this video is, and everything else, the transfers and the ink, can be purchased online on my website. I'll leave that there too. And everybody, I hope that you have a beautiful day today. It's beautiful outside here. Nice Sunday. All right, thanks for joining me. I'll be chalking with you again soon.